Good evening and welcome to tonight's regional news. Trinidad and Tobago is now in the grips of its third wave of the COVID-19 pandemic, with the battle continuing against the super infectious Delta variant. Health Minister Terence Singh confirmed on Monday that the ministry's pandemic medical team gave notice that the third wave of the virus was underway. Singh said given where this wave could take us, the ministry will take up direct management of the COVID-19 Emergency Operations Centers, EOCs. The centers connected to the 5 regional health authorities will now be coordinated from the ministry, he said. The approach facilitates greater cooperation between non-state and state agencies and allows for scarce resources to be found and managed, he added. This coordination has already led to the COVID-19 intensive care units, ICUs, being increased by 13 beds, Singh said. He pleaded again for people to get vaccinated and respect the public health regulations, as he noted TNT's current 7-day rolling average of more than 500 new infections per day. We now tell you that just under $600 million of Jamaicans' taxpayers' money has to be found each year to care for almost 300 Jamaicans who have been discharged from public hospitals but have been left there by relatives unwilling to take them home. The cost includes staffing, accommodation, meals, toiletries, personal care items, and medication. This is approximately $8,063,111 Ghana dollars. The dilemma faced by the state for the caring of those patients has been described by the Ministry of Health and Wellness as social cases, and it was brought to the national attention initially by Dr. Christopher Tufton in a statement to Parliament on November 10. According to Dr. Tufton, some of those individuals have been left in the hospitals for as long as 7 years. He said that social cases ultimately contribute to the overcrowding in hospitals and affect the delivery of health care. As such, part of the ministry's effort to deal with the problem will involve filing civil suits starting next January against families who have abandoned their relatives in the health care facilities. Nicaragua announced on Monday that it is lifting the visa requirement for Cuban nationals in a move which could make it easier for Cubans to migrate north toward the United States. While Nicaraguan President Daniel Ortega has aligned himself with the Cuban government, its citizens previously needed visas to visit a Central American country. In 2014, during the immigration crisis along the border between Nicaragua and Costa Rica, the Ortega government prevented Cubans from passing through its territory, a move many analysts considered a favor to Washington. But earlier this month, the U.S. government said Nicaragua's recent elections, in which Ortega was re-elected for his 4th consecutive term, were illegitimate. The United States has also imposed sanctions on 38 Nicaraguan officials. Some sad news. Former Prime Minister of St. Vincent and Grenadines, Sir James Mitchell, has died. He passed away Tuesday morning at the age of 90. Late last month, Sir James was flown to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Barbados for medical treatment after falling ill. He had been diagnosed with dengue and other health conditions. Sir James became a parliamentarian at age 35. He founded the main opposition New Democratic Party (NDP) in 1975 and was Prime Minister from 1984 to October 2000. And internationally, MALIKAH SHABAZZ, a daughter of the late Malcolm X, was found dead in her Brooklyn home Monday, according to police. Authorities say the 56-year-old was found just after 4 p.m. inside of her Midwood home on East 28th Street by her daughter. The death does not appear suspicious, and Police Commissioner Dermot Shea said she had been ill for some time. Family members told first responders that she had possibly experienced food poisoning earlier in the day. SHABAZZ's death comes just 2 days after 2 men were exonerated in the 1965 assassination of her civil rights icon father after a nearly 2-year-long re-investigation. That was all for tonight's regional news. Thank you for joining.